Thank you, Coach. EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to Oakland, California. The pregame festivities here in Oakland have to be seen to be believed. This crowd in silver and black, they are fired up as their Raiders get set to face off with the Los Angeles Chargers. The shadow's starting to get a bit longer. Week 10 of the NFL season is here, and we're underway on EA Sports. Short kick here, fielded about the 17. And he breaks it all the way out to the 38-yard line. Great return. Watson on first down. And right side, Henry's got it. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
His position, and he's listed as a tight end, but he certainly doesn't run like one, and that's what we're seeing more and more coming into the league. Those guys who can run, make plays after the catch, and gain that additional yardage.
And using that speed there to turn it into a pretty nice little game. Second down, here's Watson. And caught by Henry. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs. These guys hooking up right away here, Charles. 2 plays, both passes in his direction, and both catches.
And in our time together, have we not seen the tight end position continue to develop in the passing game? You know, at some point, we may not call them tight ends anymore. We may have to come up with an entirely different way of designating that position and what they do on the field. Because when I hear tight end, I think of the old school, hand in the dirt, blocking on the line of scrimmage. These guys are much more receiver than they are guys who are going to move in the running game.
Complete. It's Henry. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 20-yard line. A really good pickup of 28 yards. A first red zone opportunity here for the Chargers. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 17. They'll run for the first time with Hill. 12 more yards there and another first down. That O-line, they cleared a big hole there on that run.
The athleticism of offensive lines continues to evolve, and we're seeing it here. Not only they're controlling things right at the line of scrimmage, but they're able to get upfield to get to what we call the second and the third levels. You know, get to the linebacker spot, the secondary spot, getting all the way downfield with their blocking, which helps keep the running back clean.
They'll try to continue that trend here this afternoon. They'll try to pound it in with Hill. And he's going to get him about 3 yards closer. He's down to about the 2. Defensively, they must have been expecting a pass. They were in the dime look out there.
I think maybe they were deciding to go with speed on the field rather than bulk. I'm with you, a little bit surprising. They wanted people getting to the ball as fast as possible. The lighter, shiftier defensive backs allow you that opportunity.
They'll run it with Hill. And he pushes forward but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1. Driven it down the field nicely here on the opening drive, and now it's put up or shut up.
No doubt about it, because to make that type of a drive and ultimately kick a field goal would feel very disappointing. But I'm just wondering, is the head coach thinking, is this 4-down territory? Might he go for it?
Looking to cash in on this opening drive. Here's 3rd and goal. Now Watson going to sneak it. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Los Angeles. Deshaun Watson, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Chargers have taken a first-quarter lead. The point after through the raindrops, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. Sturgis out now to kick this one off. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. Carr and the Raiders come up 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. On 1st and 10, here's Carr. Oh, he's able to outmuscle him here as he pulls it in. A good pickup there of 20 yards.
I do believe we'll see a little bit more of this as this game progresses, because when you can have that type of a gain in the middle of the defense, it hurts them in so many ways, because most teams like to be strong down the middle. And if you can sting them there, that opens things up for you on the outside as well.
But that's where their big tight end, is so good, that middle third, the seam routes, the in routes. Yeah, you're right. Probably see more of that.
Yeah, it takes a lot of courage and fortitude to go in the middle as well, and he's got it.
Now a play fake. Carr looks for Nelson, and it's intercepted. Zach Cunningham with a pick, and his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. And he may want to track down that football, because that's interception number 1 on his career.
You're saying that's going into the trophy case?
I'd put it there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That's when you ask the equipment guys to make sure they hold it for you after the game. But if you play in the back 7 on defense, that's part of your job, finding ways to take the ball away from the other team.
And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And they'll be looking to make this a 2-score advantage. Had the touchdown on their first drive, Charles. Hey, they can get up 2 scores here on the road. That's a heck of a start.
And not only have they thought about it, I wonder if they visualized it. I remember playing, and they used to turn the lights out in our meeting room and run through a situation like this and say, just think about what it would be like to be up on the road and take the crowd out of it. Maybe they did some of that.
Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete. Before the game, they were running the route tree about as efficiently and effectively as we could have possibly imagined, but sometimes the passes just go awry.
Yeah, let's face it, when you're running the route tree in pregame, you don't have defenders breathing down your neck. You don't have defensive backs making plays on the football. Hard to replicate the intensity of the game in pregame.
This is Carson, and he'll be brought down right at midfield after a gain of only a couple.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up, because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
From the 50, it's Watson. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And they're able to get this one down to the 25. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
That was a beautifully executed screen pass. Let the rushers get upfield. The blocking forms in front. Lofted it to the runner. And now, not only does he have open space in front of him, he's got an escort as well, and they pick up big yardage.
Now a first down carry. It's Hill. And give him about 3 as he gets it down to the 22-yard line.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
To throw on second is Watson. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. He was trying to get that one to Allen that time, and that'll make it third down.
They'll put a check mark in the box where the defense coordinator was saying, how well can we stay with these receivers if we're in man coverage? Because he just did it on that one, forced the incompletion. That allowed him to get bolder with his pass rush, won't it?
Absolutely. Frees up your guys elsewhere. Throwing on third down, Watson. Oh, the ball is out. Watson lost it, and the Raiders pick it up. He's at the 50, the 40, 30, 10, and the Raiders are in for 6. Touchdown. It gives some kudos to the defensive coordinator, I think, here. They bring the blitz, they dial it up, and it turns into 6 points for them.
It's so nice to hear you actually give kudos to the defense. It is so nice. You're such an offensive guy like that. I love it. He dialed things up, and boy, a big play resulted for his guys.
Well, you like the credit to the defense there, right, my friend?
Yeah, do I ever?
Extra point hooks a bit, but it's up and good. And we are tied at 7. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. Now the Chargers offensive unit ready to see what they can do here. They go play action here on first down. Going deep for Benjamin. And this will be caught at the 30. And he takes it all the way down to the 28-yard line. So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory as they've got it to the 28-yard line. On 1st and 10, Watson. Across the formation, he's got a man. That's Allen. And he's in for a Charger touchdown. Keenan Allen, his first touchdown on the year. And the Chargers are able to strike for 6. Point after now from Sturgis. Sturgis adds the PAT, and that makes the score 14-7. Sturgis out now to kick this one off. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. So out come the Raiders. And still a lot of football to be played in this season. We're only in November. A lot can happen between now and January. But if it ended today, they would just be on the outside of the playoff picture looking in. So a lot to fight for.
Yeah, and wasn't it interesting in our meeting with the coaching staff that they all made sure to let us know, we know where we are right now, but the playoffs don't start tomorrow. We still got some time, and they plan on putting it together, formulating a streak, get the whole month of December still left to play. They think they can get in.
And they made it very obvious to us that there's no playoff talk in the locker room right now. It's win this game and look to next week.
Excellent focus.
on play action. Now Carr. And there is Amari Cooper, his first catch. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. Catch, and good for a first down.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes when they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air. And sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well. But a moot point there as they were able to connect. Now it looks like we've got a Raider here, slow to get up. We'll take a break and get a report from Oakland after this. Second down, Washington. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. He lost 4 there, and it's third down. Joey Bosa with the tackle for loss. How about that pedigree in his family? Looking for Cooper, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Denzel Perryman. And he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line. Cooper was the target there. Well, it's third and long, and you've got a few different ways to play it offensively. But this is not the type of offense that's going to wave the white flag. They're going to keep chucking it. And this time, it results in an interception. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10. They start the drive on the ground with Hill. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. It'll be a loss of 1, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11. To throw is Watson. Henry's got it out on the left side. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down. Let's just break this down and make it pretty simple. Key to the drag route, letting the play develop, finding the hole in the defense, and giving your athlete, yes, athlete, a chance to make something happen once he has the ball in his hands. From the midfield strike, they'll look to throw. He's got his man. It's Williams. And he's going to get this one down right to the edge of the red zone of the chalk of the 20. He got 29 yards that time. Nice catch right there. Brings to mind the sentence, when in doubt, find your veterans. He used to laugh back in the day when they would call guys like him crafty veterans. You get up in your 30s, you're still playing receiver, but you're around that long at that position, you're doing something right. Just remember this. When he was young, he thought the crafty veteran was simply a guy who couldn't run anymore. Now he understands a little bit better. They'll run on first down. Hill. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there. Again, they run with Hill, and this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. So he loses 3 yards there. Now third down. It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. It's a 9-yard pickup on the play, and that's going to make it fourth down.
minutes remain here in the first half. We'll come back to Oakland after this. Caleb Sturgis now for the Charger field goal. And that is no good. He pulled it just a bit, just a wee bit wide left. And this score will stay right where it is. So they'll come away with nothing here. A disappointing result even on a day like this.
And as a kicker in the rain, you've got to slow things down a little bit. Give your holder an extra half second to make sure everything's secure. And here, he might have rushed this one a little, and it winds up no good.
Five-man box. Get down, get down. It's up, lady. It's up.
They go with Washington to begin the drive. Yeah, nice yardage right off the bat here as he's up to about the 24-yard line. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
Well, they did throw interceptions on their last 2 drives, so no surprise at all they decided to start it with a running play. I'm actually a little bit surprised, though, that they got as much out of it as they did.
Yeah, decent little gain. Puts them in a pretty good spot for second down. They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
Sometimes the coverage is so good, no matter what you're doing on offense, you just can't shake anyone free. They try their best to find someone open, but they took away every passing alley, every angle, and shut the play down.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Now Carr. And it will complete to Marshawn Lynch. And he gets it to the 34, good enough for the first. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving.
Here we go. 7:34.
Carr now on first down. Looking deep in the direction of Cook. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Trevor Williams with a pick. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line. On first, here's Washington. And an alley to run. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 14 yards is the pickup there at a Raider first.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
On first down, Carr. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Eric Reed. And he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line. That's sort of a second quarter to forget for him. Now 2 picks in this frame.
Almost as if the first one that he threw, he couldn't shake, couldn't get it out of his head. He ends up throwing a second one as a result.
Compounds the mistake a little bit.
Yeah, you got to be able to forget, compartmentalize, whatever you want to call it, and move on. He hasn't been able to do so here in the second.
Richmond.
They begin the drive with Hill. And he'll push his way forward to about the 32. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
They run it again with Hill. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half.
Hey, back 22.
Now a first down throw, Watson. That'll be incomplete with 9 seconds now showing on the clock. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. On 2nd and 10, Watson forced out to his left. Room to run past midfield. And he'll get this down to the 39-yard line. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. The final shot before the break. Watson, incomplete. So we have reached halftime intermission with the visiting Chargers on top. As we'll send you eastward to Orlando. Standing by with that EA Sports halftime report now is Jonathan Coachman. Take it away, Coach. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. Out comes the Raiders offense. They'll go on offense first to start quarter number 3. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. And he gets this one just shy of the 40 to mark him down at the 39. 14 yards is the pickup there at a Raider first. Carr now on first down. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by the All-Pro, Navarro Bowman. And he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Partner, I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you if I'm going to run the football on first down, I've got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here. They've got to feel pretty good about that one.
They run again with Carson. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. Carl Joseph up from his safety spot to make the play.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
try and run for it. Here's Hill. And he's able to get it to the 31, and that's enough for the first. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving.
So it's pretty simple, partner. You pick up a turnover, set you up in excellent field position. The last thing you want to do is go 3 and out in this spot.
Yeah, they would have had to settle for a field goal attempt, but now they keep those touchdown hopes alive. Here's Carson. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, that one was over before it could get rolling. How about the D just knifing into the backfield and shutting that one down?
And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here. A free 5 yards as the defense jumps.
I know it's an anticipation game for them, but it's also a reaction game, and they reacted poorly on that one.
They will face a 2nd and 9 now following the penalty. Following the penalty, it's Hill. Heck of a broken tackle and able to work this down near the 23. And he's able to get most of what he needed on the carry there. 7 yards on the gain, and it's 3rd and 2 now. Again, it's Hill. And he will have a first down at about the 21-yard line. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive going. First down, Hill. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. Now it's Watson, a bootleg, rolling to his right. Looking for Benjamin, but it's intercepted. Picked up by Gary and Conley. And not much on the return there. He'll take it only up to the 9-yard line.
Well, I get what he was trying to do. He was moving to his right and trying to shift the coverage, but instead he shifted the coverage also to the right and threw right into it for an interception.
They'll start the drive with Washington. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
Brandon, one thing about blitzes, they really confuse offensive linemen at times, and what you have to do is line up.
And this turns into disaster. He's not going to get forward progress. That'll be a safety. And you know, the man who sat in my chair the last few years, these safeties, they're so rare. Maybe they should be worth more than 2, maybe 4 points.
I think he's got a great point. I really do, Brandon. But I would go ahead and up it to 6. I'm a former defender.
Ooh.
To me, that's like scoring a touchdown.
Easy now. I'll go 4. I don't know about 6.
Come on. Come up to 6.
That's a lot of points. The Charger offense making their way back out there. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about hey, we've got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you've got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, that's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah, will they make up for it? After the interception, here's Watson. Got a man over the middle. It's Williams. 18 big yards on that one, and a Charger first.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
Now a play fake here on first down. Over the middle, he's got Tyrell Williams. And he'll be taken down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 23 yards on the play. Watson now 11 of 16 through the air. It's 1st and 10. On first down, Watson. Caught on the left side by Benjamin. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. To the air yet again, Watson. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. That one doesn't find its target, but all in all, he's been much sharper this week. He was under 50% a week ago, and now he's up over 70%.
Well, you know it's standard for quarterbacks and receivers get together for a little extra time each and every day in practice. I get the sense they got together for a lot of extra time this week to try and improve that passing percentage, and it's worked out quite well.
So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Here's Watson to throw on 3rd down. Benjamin's got it. Give him 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
They'll run it now out of the gun. They stopped after only a yard, taking it down to the 14.
Sometime in this 4th quarter, someone on defense is going to have to step up and force a turnover.
Richmond. Two jet. Richmond.
Here's Watson now on 2nd down. Buying time to his left. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a 3rd down. The Chargers on third down. They have been superb. 5 for 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 4.
Hey! Green the line! Green the line!
Watson now to throw. And he's got his man. It's Henry for a Chargers touchdown. Hunter Henry, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Chargers are going to add on to their lead. Now the Charger offense will stay on the field as they'll line up to go for the 2-point try.
Down! Black 22! Black 22!
From the gun, here's Watson. Dancing to his left. And he's going to be swallowed up and taken down. Sacked back at the 5-yard line. Sturgis out now to kick this one off. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. The Raiders offense now, they trot back out. And the last time they had the football, they surrendered 2 points on the safety. They don't want to do that one again.
No, not at all. It's almost like a bases clearing double, isn't it? Give up a couple of runs.
Sure.
just messes things up for you offensively. But now they've got to go ahead, take it, set it aside, and move forward.
Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Now Manuel. And that's complete. It's a Carter-Cooper connection. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. Hard to believe his first catch of the game defensively. They bottled him up. That's why they're well on their way to victory.
Put your best cover guy on him and then change the coverages behind him throughout the game. Brackets, double, zone, man, you name it. Make sure he gets a lot of angles.
Here's Manuel. And his throw is incomplete. Trying to get it there to Martavis Bryant. That'll bring up 2nd down. But not to get too overcritical there because he knows what he's doing, but his shoulders looked a little off kilter there when he threw that.
I don't think you're being overly critical there. You're just analyzing it, and he gets those shoulders right. That pass will go from incomplete to complete.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. On the toss play, this is Washington. And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43.
Sometimes your philosophies get challenged at times you don't want them to. They did try to stick to the running game on the first 2 plays. Didn't amount to much.
And now facing a 3rd and long at the outset of this drive. Cooper's got it. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40. And a nice gain of 21 yards. They go play action here on 1st down. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Eric Reed. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line. Facing this 4th quarter deficit, felt like they had to throw the ball, and on the other side, they were ready.
No doubt about it. They're playing situational football. They look at the clock. They know the lead that they have, and all they're doing is playing pass on every down.
Playing the pass, picking it off, and now big time in the driver's seat. They'll run on 1st down. Hill. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that'll bring up a 2nd and just about a few inches here. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all 3 still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage, use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning. 1st and 10. Watson. Over the middle, and it's caught. Keenan Allen. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch. Good for 8 yards.
Richmond.
On 2nd down, here's Watson. Going deep for Benjamin. And he's unable to grab it. Thought he might have had position. Couldn't hold on. 3rd down.
I remember a coach telling me a long time ago the difference between playing corner and safety in the NFL. Corner is like the Autobahn. Everybody just flying by, and these corners have been really busy in this game, although they got it done on the last play.
On the last play, yes, but there have been some good numbers put up against him offensively. 3rd and 2, Watson. He is going to find Hill here. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. 18 big yards on that one, and a Charger first. Time for a break. We'll come back and see this one out after this. Watson on 1st down. Throw right side, complete to Williams. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. That time they hit him out of the slot on the drag.
And that route takes some fortitude from the guy running it because he knows he's going through the briar patch, as I like to call it, right? He's trying to work his way through all that traffic, and people are wanting to put a little contact on it. Really well done.
Throwing now, Watson. Benjamin with it over the middle. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've been outstanding. 7 first downs and 8 tries. They're looking at 3rd and a few inches. And once again, Hill, he's been busy. And he's able to pick up the 1st down here before he goes down at the 26. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains. They stick on the ground on 1st down with Hill. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, he was stopped on that play. We've had plenty of carries all afternoon. Every now and then the defense is going to win one, but I don't think they'll shy away from handing it to him the rest of the game.
And here's another tackle made at the line, so they're converging well on the football now. And now maybe they want some extra time to talk about this 3rd and long play as we'll get a timeout. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. The Chargers on 3rd down. They've been flat getting it done. 8 for 9 to this point. This is 3rd and 10. Out of the gun, Watson. Looking for the end zone. Trying to get it to Williams, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Gary and Conley. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the 2nd week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirts.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. He's going to let it fly. And that will be incomplete, as time has run out on this football game. Well, Charles, the forecast called for rain.